Okay, it's in or it's out.
All right, so I want to show the difference. We have a little bit of both mixed in with our kits of actual through-cut parts that go out to the edge with masking involved, and then we have some where there's actual, you can see the masking liner where parts are separated. Now, one issue that we seem to be coming across is a lot of guys where they are post-heating the masking and it's creating a major problem. So make sure you are not post-heating the mask. What it's going to do is it's going to cause a stronger aggression in the mask, and it also could develop some lines or issues in the material itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and... So this is just an air release Avery material. Now if I take a heat gun and I just start cooking this material thinking that I'm post-heating it, the issue is I'm probably, well, right there, I'm already starting to create bubbles. I'm not sure if that bubble is going to be in the mask or if it's actually going to be in the vinyl itself. You're not going to know that. That's why you need that masking off, so you would be able to take care of that issue. Because with that bubble, now if I start taking off the masking, it's more aggressive, I could actually pull that whole spot up. So just having the heat on the mask is going to cause the adhesion to get stronger, not only in the vinyl but in the mask, and you're not able to solve problems. The other thing is, when you are pulling mask, especially with gloss films, if you stop and stop and stop and keep pulling, you're going to start seeing lines going across. Some of those lines might not come out for a while just because it's been has an impression in it. The other issue could also be when squeegeeing. If you're coming across and you're digging really deep, you'll actually start embedding squeegee lines into that material. Okay, you don't notice it as much on matte films, but you will on gloss. So those are just some tips to know. Now, when we're dealing with wet install, never post heat anything that's been wet install. What you're going to do is with a wet install and you actually have moisture underneath, if you put a heat gun on it, you're going to create a rash, because now what you're doing is you're cooking all of the liquid underneath, and you'll have a rash of bubbles that will appear out of nowhere. And I'm going to see if I can actually create that for you. Now, once again, with wet install, you would never put a heat gun on that clear mask. It's just not needed, and you can actually cause more damage than anything else, so do not do it. But we have people out there that have tried it, and they've caused many problems in their install where they'll get going along and you can already start seeing the mask picking up bubbles itself. And what it'll do is that masking starts shrinking back some. Well, what it can do with a wet install is it will start peeling that material back, and it'll start pulling that material back. I don't want to cook this too much on this car. It also makes the masking more aggressive to get off. Now, say I've taken this off, I can already see a pattern of what's coming through where it's developing a rash. So with that, of course, I'm not sure in the lighting of the camera, where I'm standing, I can see all of the patterns starting to show through of the bubbles underneath where I've cooked the liquid. So if you can't see that, just know what I'm talking about. You can actually see where it's burnt the masking. So do not post heat anything that's a wet install. When post heating actual air release product, do not post heat the mask. That is a quick tip of the day. All right, this is the do and don't do list. Do not wash your car with Windex. Do not use this as your solution when installing. This will kill the adhesive. Do not use anything that has ammonia in it. That is horrible for graphics. Don't use it. Clean the vehicle with the isopropyl alcohol and the surface prep. Then for install, there's soap and water, or you can use the Expel gel, which is perfect for wet installs. Now, once again, if it's an air release product, you don't need that. You clean it nice, and you do not do a wet install with air release products. All right, so install is done. You're a happy customer. You've got the kit you wanted. Now the question is, how do I take care of my car with my new graphic on it? So a lot of people, what they're doing is they're putting on chemical washes, and they're doing a lot of things that have a lot of petroleum and silicone based products inside of them. When you're dealing with a lot of that, what it's going to do is it is actually going to eat the surface of the material. Vinyl does not like having a lot of petroleum based products put on top of it, or the silicone base, because it starts eating through whatever the top surface is made of. It doesn't like it. So what we've got here is we actually have a car wash. It's called Wash and Wax. This is safe to use on paint and on vinyl. So this you'd actually wash your car with. It's safe, it's great product, it cleans out everything very nicely. Now after you are done with the wash and wax, you wash your old car. This is basically a wax for your graphics. This is a wrap and gloss sealant. So what you do is you have this with 2 towels. You have 1 towel to wipe it on, 1 towel to wipe it right back off. You don't really need to do this right in the sun. I would suggest you pull it into the garage, clean it in there. Now say you've got hard spots, or you've got bird crapped on your car and you're trying to figure out how to clean it off without messing it up. This is a cleaner. This is a safe cleaner for vinyl. This would definitely be a product you would want to have if you own the car with graphics. Now, installers, this is a time for you to make sure you are taking care of your customer and making sure that they get the right products, the right things that they need to take care of this. So that is all the aftercare. It's very simple to use. For all those that use car washes, do not let the hard water, it might say it's rinse free, or it might, or not rinse free, but spot free. If there's still water, hard water sitting on your graphics, that can actually start embedding itself into the vinyl with the sun hitting it. So you definitely want to get those wiped off. So it's imperative, do the aftercare right. Your car is going to be safe, it's going to be clean, and it's going to be nice. Last thing is, if you have stripes and you're letting your car just bake in the sun in the same spot every day, sits in the same spot, and that sun's just cooking it, you're going to need all the help you can get. So that sealant is going to give you at least a fair chance of having a little bit more UV protectant on it. So if you guys have questions, feel free to always give us a call, and we'll get you taken care of.